Good morning, market snipers. Welcome back. This is Jesse. We're getting started at 9:01 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. It was close to be starting right on the dot, right at 9 a.m., but hit the live button just at 9:01, so we just missed it. But that's okay. We're close enough. A lot of people don't come on here for 2, 3, 4 minutes, anyways. And then, of course, the replay crew after that. So if you're new to the channel, awesome. If you're returning to the channel, even better. Welcome back. We started these live streams in September, and I plan to do them for at least a year. I committed to at least a year. Here we are, about what is it? About 8 or 9 months later. So we're still going over here on the live streams. And then I said I would reassess after 12 months, see if we're going to continue to keep doing the live streams or not. So here we are. The first half of the live stream, we will cover Bitcoin, then altcoins, then probably the indices like the NASDAQ, probably the Magnificent Seven, any other stocks or crypto assets that jump out at us, probably the Bitcoin miners. Keep an eye on those. And then the second half, comment what chart requests you have. So the more details, the better. Early bird gets the worm. So if you're early and you put in the ticker symbol and you let me know if it's crypto or stock, because sometimes the ticker symbols overlap, and then let me know all the details. Are you long? Are you short? Are you waiting patiently? Etc. 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 By the way, help me, help you, help me by smashing that like button, whether you're on the Twitter X app or you're on the YouTube app, right? Go ahead and smash that subscribe button and get obnoxious if you need to. Get obnoxious if you need to. So with that, before we jump into the Bitcoin, let's go over here and just practice real quick. Smash that like button on the Twitter X app, hit that repost button, and then throw in a quick little comment. I know it takes like 10 seconds. It could be anything. Could be anything. Could be a thumbs down for all you want, for all I care, if you really wanted to, right? So that's what we're going to do. We could cover this chart as well if we want, but let's get into it. So Bitcoin, the last buy signal was on May 15th. Here we are 2 weeks later, still currently bullish, trying to fight back. Price is trying to fight back above the trending dots. The trending dots are still currently in an upward green momentum path, right? So we will see how it plays out. If we look at this, one thing I was pointing out on the Twitter X app over here this morning, where is it? Here, right? I'm pointing out buy signal, sell signal, buy signal, kind of helps filter out the noise, right? So that's the sharpshooter. That's the sharpshooter RSI 2.0. Someone asked about it on the Twitter X app, and that's included with the recorded coaching. So the link is in the description of the YouTube, not the Twitter X app, but on the YouTube app. The link is in the description, or you can find me on the Twitter X app profile, go to services, all that stuff. So with that, had that buy signal, went through this topping pattern, right? This topping pattern over here, had bearish divergence. For whatever reason, the indicator is not picking it up right now, but it was earlier. So maybe I changed the settings. You can change the settings over here. Let's see. You can change it over here, right? So depending on the settings, it will pick it up. You can go like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's not, for whatever reason, it's not picking it up. Of course. Oh, that's why. Plot bullish, plot bearish. Oh, there we go. Oh my God. I unchecked the boxes, right? So you could have hidden bullish, hidden bearish as well. I usually keep this about 5 or 6, right? So 5 or 6, just what I've keep it on myself. And, I put that in the video too when you sign up. So I usually keep the hidden off, right? I usually keep the plot bullish, plot bearish on. So you can see that it was picking up bearish divergence going back to here. So you don't have to be, don't have to stare at charts obsessively to know where the divergences are. The indicator will help you with that. So spot, yeah, of course, if you're in recorded coaching, you're going to learn how I spot divergences and talk about it for more than an hour and answer questions with the live coaching crew that we recorded. But you also get the indicator to help you visually spot them like a pro. So it's already spotting it for you, but we also have a video on it too. So, anyways, here you can see the bullish divergence over here. So not to get too far off track, let's get back onto it. Didn't mean to have this as a sales pitch. But we don't have any affiliate links, so every once in a while we'll probably get our own sales pitch here and there, but we don't have any affiliate links. We're not hired by anybody. We are 100% free. We are our own people, and we make our own way, right? That's the only way. I'd rather make less in life going my own way than to work for somebody. That's just my own personal thing. I need to make my own bad decisions in life. I don't want to, and good decisions, right? I don't want someone else to make bad decisions for me. So, anyways, let's keep going. That's enough of the rant and the Ravens going over there. So, let's see what else. Good morning. Good morning. We'll get this going. Woohoo! Made it live. Awesome. 30, Tanya 40. Shooter, by the way, longtime market sniper. Good to see you. Hello. Doc, it's been a while since I've seen you comment. Please, gold and silver may be regularly. It's almost June, Doc. Did we forget about your $150,000 Bitcoin by June? I didn't. But I mean, you were pretty close on 80K in January, and it hit like 74K. But 150K by June. I mean, probably not, right? Maybe by September, October, but not by June, I wouldn't say. So hopefully we're making new all-time highs in June, and then the 150K is a possibility. But until then, we want to see those new all-time highs, right? Lawrence, welcome back. Good to see you. 4K mods. Yeah, that's what you comment every live stream. 4K mods. All you do is comment NVIDIA. You love it. You love NVIDIA. Jesse Late Olson. Nah, just kidding. And late myself. Good. Yep. I know. Well, I mean, technically I hit the live stream 1 minute late. So if you're not early, you are late. I don't forget, we'll see. Not 150 in June. Hopefully 90. Yeah. Hopefully we're making new all-time highs in June. If we're making new all-time highs in June, then if you saw my post you have to be a Discord member, but if you saw my post in the Discord earlier this morning, I posted a RSI Sharp Shooter RSI 2.0 comparison of NVIDIA and Bitcoin. And if you like Bitcoin and you liked what you saw on NVIDIA, it's possible that Bitcoin plays out similar to NVIDIA. And so I did that side by side, or above and below, basically side by side comparison, but above and below comparison. Do I want to show it here on the live stream? I don't know. It's a lot of work to, put that on and all that stuff. So anyways, I did side by side comparison, and that'd be awesome if it played out similar to NVIDIA. So anyways, maybe I'll post that chart later on Twitter X app. But right now it's marinating in the Discord. And oh, by the way, just real quick, in the Discord, right? In the Discord, if you come over here to Market Sniper Pro, go over to services, right? I did add this recently. So if some people were saying that they wanted to be in the Discord, but they couldn't afford the $29 a month, maybe they're in a different country and the dollar is too expensive. I get it. So I did add this. It's been like 2 years that people have been talking about it for 2 years. So I added it. So you can get into the Discord. You can see everything but the private channels for recorded coaching. The only thing you miss out on is the Sharp Shooter Indicator 3.1. That'd be $29 a month still, or $290 for the year. It's cheaper. or you come down to subscribe $79 a month for everything, right? And subscribe for $660 a year. And but I did add the $9 a month. So I'm not doing the paid. I haven't done the paid newsletter. I was doing a paid newsletter for $5 a month. That was all the way up until I think January or February 2023. And then I just made it a free newsletter. So there is no paid newsletter. It's only a free newsletter. YouTube is free. Twitter is free. You can get to the Discord for as low as $9 a month now. But so you'll see all my exact details. So that's what you get. You get my exact details over there and my thoughts and stuff. And I always try to post timely charts. So if something looks like it might be breaking out, or there's divergences or whatever, I do my best. So might not be posted every day, but I have a Jesse Olsen, as you can see over here, Jesse Olsen charts. So you will only see like my charts posted, so they won't get lost in the mix. That was a recommendation by one of the early Discord members, right? One of the early Discord members, like a couple months in, a couple of years ago. She's still a member 2 years now. She recommended that I have my own channel for all of my charts because they were getting lost in the mix on the Bitcoin charts. They were getting lost in the mix on the Ethereum charts, altcoin charts, stock charts. We have channels for all of them. So all of my charts go into the Jesse Olsen, and you could actually set alerts. So anytime I post, I tag everybody every time. Well, every maybe not every single chart I tag everyone, but every time I'm getting ready to post charts, I tag everyone, and you can set an alert when that happens. So you can get it for $9 a month. Anyways, that's enough. We're good. It's always a little strange selling, but hey, we don't have any affiliate links or anything like that. So let's get back to it. Let's put on the chart drawings. I love the money in the video. Okay. But you've been jumping in and out a lot, right? So eventually, if you keep doing that 4K mods, and when it's up only, you can get away with it, and then eventually, traders will give all that money back, right? So if you lock in bad habits and you're just buying when the FOMO is happening, and then you're out and you're buying back into it, unless you're on a really, really, really low time frame, then you'll probably give that money back. Eventually, right? You could have nine wins in a row without the discipline, and then that 10th one you give it all back. So be aware of that. G-Rod, good morning. Welcome back. Good to see you here. So here we are, still 2 weeks later, still watching this yellow line play out. Possibly. What if this yellow line continues to play out? We could see price back up above 72,000, getting ready to make new all-time highs. And then maybe the fractal starts to play out, right? The fractal is playing out similar, but not as closely as the yellow line that I drew out back here, right? I drew it out back in May 15th, all documented. I'm not just throwing on lines after the fact. I'm not the hindsight crew. We are the foresight crew. This is the foresight crew, not the hindsight crew, right? Hindsight crew tells you what happens after the fact, when the news releases, after the big move, right? After this big move happens, this is when the hindsight crew gets in. This is when the hindsight crew gets in on a big move up, right? So I like to think of us as the foresight. Foresight is greater than hindsight. If you can see the move possibly playing out before this big move up, you can see that might be putting in a higher low, which we talked about every single live stream. Every single chart could be a higher low, could be a higher low, could be a higher low, breaking out, pending buy, buy signal, right? Draw out the yellow path, went above it, came below it with the wicks, still could be playing out on the yellow path. Of course, we will change our minds if we started getting multiple or candle close back below the trailing dots, back below the upward trend line. We even put out a possible target over here that could put in another higher low. So we will see, but we're going to see if the yellow path plays out over the next couple of days first. And if not, if it starts breaking down, we are ready for it. We are ready for it. Stop loss is moved to break even. Free trade, risk-free trade. It wouldn't be a free trade. It would still cost me time and energy. Zcat, what up, Zcat? G-Rod, that NVIDIA BTC comparison. Oh, you saw it, G-Rod? Awesome, awesome, awesome. What's your Discord name? It's not, is it different? Is it the builder? Is it the builder or a different one? I can't keep them all straight. If everyone, like for me, example, I have the same name for Twitter, the same name for YouTube, the same name for Discord, but everyone's got a different Twitter X name. Everyone's got a different YouTube name. Everyone's got a different Discord name, so I can't keep them all straight. Tomorrow we will get a decision inflation data. Yeah. The insiders, the big players probably already know. So they're probably already positioned in. They release the news afterwards, right? It's a lagging indicator. So that's my own personal opinion. We're not part of the 0.01% that make the financial decisions. So we will see. Up or down, the market will show us the way. I like to think that relative strength shows us the way. Relative strength shows us the way, and then the markets move, and then the news gets released. That's my own personal thought. So let's keep going. So this is Bitcoin. Nothing has changed since this breakout as of right now. We drew out this yellow path as of right now, still on the yellow path. Still on the yellow path over here. Right here, let's clean this up a little bit. Yep, still on the path. So I won't do the side-by-side comparison chart, but NVIDIA, right? You can see what I was pointing out in the Discord over there. So you can kind of get an idea. You can kind of get an idea. A little glimpse. Ooh, it's like clickbait almost. It's like clickbait, but better. Let's see. What were we on the Ethereum daily chart? Yeah, so hit this target over here. We don't know if it's going to come all the way back down here. Let's take this off for now. But had that bullish divergence, broke out another downward trend line, hit 4 of the 4 targets to the upside. And then what we were talking about was, will price flip the 4th target from resistance into support? That would be a very bullish move. And we drew this out a couple of live streams ago. Would it come back down like this, find support and go? Or could it come all the way back down to that target that we just showed and then put in that higher low like that? So it's possible it only comes down this far. It's always possible it comes back down here. This was a big move up, right? This is a big move up over here. So if it clawed back some of that, that would still be perfectly bullish, right? That would still be perfectly bullish, in my opinion. Kind of flat today, only up 0.25%, 0.24%. So not much happening as of right now. It did wick down a little bit further. Let's see. Solana was wicking down below the upward trend line. This yellow path is still on track as well. We drew this out a couple of weeks ago. What else? Yeah, her husband could go down as one of the greatest traders of all time. Imagine if you had the insider trading, right? It definitely helps. We're not insiders, but I like to think that we do pretty good. But yeah, the Nancy Pelosi's husband, he could go down as one of the greatest traders of all time, right? So, I'm not an insider, so I just have to do what I can do when we can do it. Do what you can do. What did I always just say? I only can do what I can do when I can do it. Yep, came up with that. Oh, nice. Builder. Builder. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought, G-Rod. That's what I thought. Yeah, you were all over that post. You were the first one to comment on it. Yep. Builder. Yep, been in there forever. At least a year, right? At least a year, maybe a year and a half. G-Rod, how long have you been in the Discord? You've been in there a very long time. Not sure you've been there since day one, which would be like the last week of February, early March is when I took it live. But you've been in there at least at least a year and a half, I would think. I think at least a year and a half, maybe close to 2 years. I'm not sure. Solana, so still currently bullish on the daily chart. Did have an RSI sell signal. It is in bullish territory, so it could always flip back, right? What else? Could be on this yellow path. There's a red trending dot, though. There's a red trending dot. So if you're a permabull on Solana or you're trying to push a trade higher, you want price to regain the trending dots. You want the price to regain the upper trend line like it has. Closes above, closes above, closes above. So going for number one. Not sure. What does that mean? What does that mean? Oh, how many Celsius are we off this morning? Oh, I usually only have one. I only usually have one. Yep. Okay, cool. Solana daily chart. We're already 22 minutes in. I gotta go a little bit faster if we're gonna cover more charts. I don't see any requests though, so I can spend more time when I'm seeing on the charts. Let's see. That's Chainlink still above the trending dots, still bullish. We drew this out back here. Could come back down like this, put in a higher low. The higher low is up here, but it did wick down here, right? It did wick down, and then it came up and hit target 4. Just as we thought it could hit target 3, consolidate, then hit target 4. Played out exactly like Solana. We said it could play out like Solana. We don't have a magic crystal ball. We said it could play out like Solana. Go back, check my work. You can you can fact check my work on the live streams, right? Said it could play out like Solana. We didn't know for sure. Hit target 3, retrace back, and then hit target 4. And it did. It did. Check that baby off. Boom. Sand still going through the bottom of your face. Oh. Come on. Go pound sand. Come on. No one said it's easy to have patience, but you must have patience in the trading game. Bullish divergence, still going through the bottom of your face. Filecoin, similar thoughts. Near breaking down. We talked about this. It started to break down over here on the daily candle close below it. Another candle close below it. Now we have a sell signal. So that's why I removed, we got longer term targets up there, but that's why I removed the inverse head and shoulders, because it's basically, in my opinion, it's invalidated. And I talked about it the whole entire way up, that 30 to 35% chance that the target gets hit on inverse head and shoulders. That's my own personal thought on if targets actually get hit on patterns. That's why I don't trade patterns. Yes, I use them as ideas, but I don't trade based off the patterns alone. And here we are, 30 to 35% chance that it was going to hit the target was about $9. I removed it, but here we are. Price is breaking down, and will it eventually hit $9? Obviously, I believe that, but for it to come back down for retracement first, then in my opinion, the inverse head and shoulders target should have been hit already. So I think it's invalidated in my own personal opinion. So it's no longer in an uptrend. It's we got a pending sell signal, and of course, it can find support over here, come back all the way up here, or come all the way back down and test this. So it was starting to roll over. We were talking about it. We covered it. Even put on this lower high over here, right? So there you go. I don't have any real data on, it's just from studying charts obsessively, countless hours. I can't even tell you how many countless hours uh, of studying the charts. That's my own personal beliefs on patterns. So with that, I've been probably I was gonna say at least 1.5 years, probably getting close to the 2 years. That's awesome. That's awesome. Can you please check PayPal? You got it. I think it may have maybe bottomed out. Okay, awesome. I haven't looked at it today. But yeah, we will cover it 100%. You got a long time market sniper in here asking. You got it. No problem. Looks like a 4-hour bullshit. Okay, let's take a look. Let's take a deep dive. So that's near pending sell signal. Could be coming in for a little bit of a retracement. Rari, what was that? Yeah, that looks like bullish divergence, right? Additional bullish divergence over there on Rari. There was bullish divergence. There is additional bullish divergence, and that higher low is the higher probability. Inch still currently bullish, still above the trailing dots. 1 target out of 4 targets have been hit so far. Dot broke down from this trend line. Let's remove that one. Still got these ones, but still going through a bottoming phase, right? So higher lows, higher lows. Hit 1 target to the upside so far. Let's move this over like this. Give it some time. Give it some time. Give it some time. Double arrow above here, right? So similar thoughts to some of the, like Ethereum, for example. Break above target 4, flip the resistance into support, double arrow, right? So we'll see. We will see. We will see. Cardano, bullish divergence. Looking for Cardano to establish a higher low. So we don't know if that's going to be a higher low. It's always possible it puts in additional bullish divergence, but I think it'll put in a higher low. So we're waiting for Cardano to establish that higher low. That will be the higher probability move to the upside. And let's keep going. Mana, similar thoughts. Algorand, right? Similar thoughts. Matic, Atom, Shib, Dougie, XRP, right? All similar thoughts. AVAX, they all start looking similar. MicroStrategy, right? Getting back above here, daily candle closes bullish. If not, breaking back down is bearish. Possibly fill that gap. Smaller gap down here, right? Smaller gap down here to be aware of, but has hit 4 out of the 4 targets to the upside. Could flip the 4th target from resistance into support and then take off to the upside. Possibility, right? Possibility. NASDAQ, we're flipping over. Yep. See what we did there? We're flipping over to the indices. Price hit 2 of the 4 targets to the downside. I removed them because it started getting daily candle close back above. Back test, right? However, it is possible this is a bull trap. It's possible it's a bull trap. Why? Because the Dow Jones broke down. Russell 2000 broke down. It's up 1.3% today, so we'll have to take a look at it. We'll look at it in the near future. SQQQ, the inverse, which we will cover, the inverse of the QQQs of the NASDAQ ETF is bullish. So it's possible this is a bull trap. So you'd want to find support at the previous all-time high daily candle close. If it doesn't, if it starts breaking back down, similar to the SP 500 did as well with a possible bull trap, something to pay attention to, something to be aware of, right? Possible bull trap, still bullish right now, still in an overall upward trend, right? So it doesn't mean it couldn't come back down, retrace, build back up, temporary bull trap, and then make it move higher. That is possible too. But we are going to move this down like this as well. And then that would be your, hey, something is off, right? I guess we should leave all the arrows on, right? So let's see, let's do that. And then we had the green arrow up like that. There you go. And no, I wouldn't say that's divergence, right? I wouldn't say that is. SQQQ, right? Was this a bear trap? Not really, because it took a bounce out to target 2 as well, I believe. Maybe it was target 1. No, that was only target 1. And then dumped all the way back down and made a lower low, right? So that's, I wouldn't say that's a bear trap there. Let's see, SP 500. So this is what I was talking about, where I left the targets on because it looks like this could be a potential bull trap, just because it started to break back down that horizontal line where the Nasdaq has not. So candle close below, multiple candle closes back below the trending dots. So if you start getting a sell signal, it's back below this upward trend line. Could be, this was additional bearish divergence over here. Could be a bull trap. So I'd be watching that closely if you're in SP 500 long trade. Still currently bullish, but maybe not for long. If you look at the Dow Jones, this is what happened in Dow Jones. The Dow Jones difference is it did not go back above, with daily candle closes back above 40,250-ish. It put in a lower high here, put in another lower high here, right? So this is a lower high here, right? You can even call that a double top ish, right? Double top. And then broke down from that upward trend line. The NASDAQ has not, it's still up here. It's actually even up here, right? So some things to be considering, some things to consider, right? The bearish divergence, a lower high, breaking down, sell signal, follow through, right? Left the targets on there. So be aware, and inversely, or not inversely, not yet. Hold on. So you've got the Russell 2000 also looking similar to the Dow Jones, a lower high, breaking down from that upper trend line, right? SP 500 breaking down from that upper trend line. NASDAQ, not yet. That's the upward trend line, not breaking down yet, and is above there. So a little bit different, but inversely, you could kind of say that inversely on the 10-year yield broke out, right? Inversely, the dollar was kind of breaking out, but doesn't mean it won't put in a lower high, and maybe even build out like a head and shoulders and then break down from there. The VIX broke out and then even had that bullish inversely, right? Inversely had that breakout, that bullish engulfing candle, came back down, got back above the trending dots. The trending dots are starting to trend back up again, right? They were trending up back here. They're starting to trend back up again. And there was a buy signal yesterday, right? RSI buy signal on the same day. So be aware. Be aware. Natural gas. Yep. Let's switch over to Magnificent Seven real quick. Let's just take a quick look over at NVIDIA on the daily chart. Still ultra bullish as of right now. Not much really to report. Meta, pending sell signal. Amazon, still breaking down, right? Still breaking down. Still bearish on the daily chart, right? Never made a new all-time high. We're going to take that off for now since it's breaking down. Microsoft breaking back down. Similar thoughts to the S&P 500, right? Very similar thoughts to S&P 500. Breaking back down over here. Could have a sell signal in the near future. Could be additional bearish divergence if you kind of extend it over there like that, right? Tesla could be breaking back down. This isn't clean. Oh, so however it plays out, right? Whether it's going to break out to the upside. You had the green arrow up here like that, and we had the red arrow breaking back down here like that. So we will see how it plays out. Green arrow up, red arrow down. Pretty simple, right? Pretty simple. Bullish divergence could be cleared. So let's simplify this a little bit, just because it was getting pretty clogged up. Let's flip this over here like that, and go red, right? There you go. So candle closes breaking back down. Could see lower prices, maybe even fill the gap, right? you start to break out, green arrow up. So still currently bullish on the daily chart, but for how long, we don't know. Apple, is it running out of steam over here? We don't know. Google, we put this out a while back. We put this arrow out a while back. We put this arrow out a while back. So we will see. Is it going to start breaking back down, right? Even if it breaks down, could come back up, put it in a lower high. You got gaps all the way down here like that. So let's keep going. PayPal. Let's do PayPal. You ask, you shall receive. Let's get it. Quickly, though. Bitcoin dominance. Gold. Silver. Right? Okay. PayPal. Up 3%. Yeah, that could be a fake out to the downside. It is currently trending down, though. It's possible this is another higher low. Took out this pivot point over here. Maybe trap some bears and then see if we drew this out back here. Could come back down. Maybe it finds support and comes back up. We don't know. It's too early to say. The weekly chart even had a sell signal. Could be battling back up. The trending dots are still trending upwards, somewhere in between. So just be aware of that. It's possible the bottom is in, right? Just like you said, G-Rod, you know what you're talking about after 2 years. And then, of course, you probably would follow me on Twitter X app longer than that. The bottom could be in. Too early to say as of right now. Too early to say, but could. Thank you. You got it. Yeah. So that you're right. The bottom could be in. It's a kind of a, wait and see. Maybe you want to wait for, maybe the trending dots. Like the trending dots are moving pretty steeply downward. Maybe the trending dots take a few days to kind of like get on this path, right? Just kind of looking at it. Vision here. Let me zoom in so you can see a little bit better. See how the trending dots kind of go down this angle. Might take a little bit of time to flatten out. So meanwhile, maybe it pumps up like price, pumps down, right? And then takes off to the upside. So while is doing that, you can kind of see like maybe it play out. So let me move this down. Maybe something like that, right? So maybe it kind of fills in this area here. Here, let's just fill it in for fun. Maybe it comes in, right? And then the handy dandy TA comes out like that, right? So we will see. We will see. We will see. That would be that higher probability setup and kind of break out like that. And we'll probably be seeing a buy signal after that. Yada, yada, yada. All those gaps to the upside. I know. Got that gap at $72.55. That was formed back in July of 2023. It's been a year. It's been since October 2023 that we talked about that the bottom could be in. It's not confirmed. Then there's a macro higher low here at $58. We said this could be a higher low, not confirmed, right? But this close here did take out this close here. Are we still in the drawing tool? So you got this pivot point here taken out there, possible higher low. This pivot point took out this one, right? And then this could be another possible higher low over here, higher low, low. And then if so, it would close back above that $67. And then what's stopping it from filling that gap? Really not much, right? And then we will see after that, right? Fill that gap. See after that. We still have these longer term targets. Still has not retested the 200-week moving average since January 2022, right? I still have that question mark up there. We still have a gap up at 170. What is that gap? What is the percentage of it? So this gap was, let's go over here. Ooh, 40 minutes in. How are we doing? So this gap here to here, 7.6% gap. But let's see. this gap up here at that's another gap at 107. Let's put on another gap over here. Not as big, but let's put on that gap. Let's change it to the gap line, right? And then you got this massive gap. Where does this gap start? Right here. So that massive gap, we haven't even been talking about, but it's been on the chart forever, right? It's been on the chart forever. 18% gap up at 170, similar to like the meta gap, but the meta gap got closed a lot faster. Got closed back in like 2022, 2023. I can't remember now. I'd have to look back, but there was a massive gap on meta. And then there's another gap up here. Let's see. This gap is gappy gap. That's 6%, right? So that's another gap up here. Not a major gap, but it is a gap nonetheless from the bear market starting back here July 2021. So you got all these gaps. This is 6%, this is 18%, and this is call it 7.5%, right? 200-week moving average, it gapped below the 200-week moving average. So remember, a lot of times investors say if price is still above the 200-week moving average, it's still in a bull market. If it's below it, it's a bear market. So they're probably worried they probably worried that they wouldn't be able to get below the 200-week moving average, so they gapped it down, right? So that's PayPal. There are so many targets to the upside. There are so many reasons why the bottom could be in. They even switched CEOs, right? What else? Let's see the weekly chart. Yep. You get a little bit better priority if you've been a long-time market sniper. I'm not going to lie. G-Rod. What else? G-Rod, what else do you want to look at? Long-time market sniper, right? There we go. Let's see. Yep. So still in bullish territory on the weekly chart. Let's see the monthly chart. Not yet on the monthly, right? Not yet on the monthly. Not even a buy signal on the monthly sharpshooter RSI, but the 2-week chart there is. There is bullish divergence. There's another buy signal on the 2-week chart for the sharpshooter RSI 2.0, and it's getting closer. It's getting closer. Once the 2-week chart flips, then the monthly chart, obviously, then the monthly chart flips. Once the monthly chart gets bullish, I'd be surprised if all these targets don't get hit, right? When that happens, you'll wish that you got in at PayPal down here. Obviously, none of this is financial advice on this live stream. Obviously, none of my posts on Twitter, X app, Discord, even the Discord, none of it is financial advice. It's for educational purposes only, and hopefully find some entertainment along the way. G-Rod, the trending dots on the 2-week chart are green. Still don't have a green trending dot on the monthly chart yet, but we did have some monthly candle closes, 3 of them. This would be the 3rd monthly candle close in a row above the trending dots. Takes some time for the ship to get turned around. Could start flipping green. And then we could start seeing the monthly chart flip bullish. And then we know what happened to Bitcoin after that, right? Started to get back above the trending dots. And then once it established above it, and then flipped bullish on the monthly chart. And it was over after that, right? Above the trending dots. The green trending dots are trending upward. Could take some time to play out still, right? Still could take some time to play out. But if you're looking at it as a long-term buy and hold, then that shouldn't concern you at all. But it looks like the bottom could be in at $50. I've been saying that since $50. 55 to $58 could have been that higher low, etc., over here. Woo, Rivian, you said. Okay, all right. Well, you're getting special treatment today, my man. Special treatment for a long-time market sniper? Definitely, right? Definitely. There we go. Rivian Automotive. bullish divergence, right? Bullish divergence hit one target so far. Let's move that arrow out of the way. Could be putting in another higher low, getting back above the trailing dots again, right? But the last buy signal was back here on Friday, the 24th. And then you still have this big gap over here. This gap was pretty big. This gap was over 19%. This gap not as big. And so the bottom could be in Rivian. Too early to call it as of yet, but it's starting to look promising. Starting to look promising, up 3% today. Whew, what else? What else? What else? What else? Ocean, Rose. Rose starting to make its move. We drew this out a few days ago when someone requested it. Could be coming into I'm not sure. I don't think I mapped those out. I think that's the eyeball test, but could be coming into target one of the eyeball test, up 4%, back above the trailing dots on Rose. ETH, Grayscale, right, was breaking out. Litecoin, DOT versus BTC, Sand versus BTC. That didn't work out. Sol versus BTC, right? Link, ETH. Does that mean Bitcoin's going to take off to the upside? That would be awesome. It's better than the alternative that Bitcoin goes down and outperforms altcoins to the downside because of that's what it usually does. So hopefully it performs to the upside, kind of leads the way to the upside. But AVAX, Near, Doge, Mana, Rari, XRP, right? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? You got the Bitcoin mining ETFs. Oh, not the Bitcoin mining ETFs. Those are the Bitcoin ETFs. Let's take a look at the. Not much happening over here. MIGI, right? Down, but still bullish. Hive, CLSK. Is that going to fill that gap? That's one of the only Bitcoin mining stocks that did not fill the gap, right? Did not fill the gap. Let's switch this over here like this. This is the uptrend, right? Is that the uptrend? Let's just do it like that. That's the uptrend. It starts breaking that uptrend, right? Then could fill that gap. Bitfarm, Marathon Digital. We will see. We will see. Riot. We're gonna make it, hopefully. Wolf had a buy signal yesterday. Iris Energy getting a little bit of we talked about this on the live stream. There's bearish divergence, right? And this would be a bearish engulfing candle, right? So if it closes that way, that could be bearish divergence followed by a bearish engulfing candle. So could come back for a retracement on Iris Energy from this move, right? So that move, if it comes back for a retracement, maybe it's like, I don't know, target 1, I don't know, target 2, I don't know, target 3, I don't know, target 4. Find support and goes, find support and goes, find support and goes, right? So that's what I'm expecting right now. But there was bearish divergence. It was getting overbought. Could be a bearish engulfing candle on Iris Energy. So if you're swing trading and you took this breakout here, when would now be a good time to take profits, right? Was it at the bearish divergence? Is it at a possible engulfing candle? Are you waiting for the candle? Blah, blah, blah. If so, then would you be waiting to get back in, right? You see what I did there. Cypher. Yep, we covered it. Okay. What else? What else? What else? Anything else? Anything else? AI. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, AI. So didn't hit the fourth target, right? And then made a lower low. So these targets are no longer valid. Hit 3 of the 4 targets upside, just missed this one. So now I'd have to redraw them from here or redraw them from here, right? This is a longer term target, which is still valid. That the longer term targets are still valid. The shorter term targets are not. So gapped up today, right? So this was a more aggressive downward trend line. You can see it kind of trending back up, and this would be a less aggressive. Probably more like that, really. Probably more like that, right? So, and then of course you could draw another one and another one, right? Like that. Came back tested it, and now it's pushing back up on AI. Speaking of AI, right? Speaking of AI, Piton, huh? Labu, SP 500 Biotech up 3% today. What else? What else? What else? What else? Anything else? Neo. A lot of the people who love Rivian and Tesla also love Neo. Is this the low? Possibly. Is this a higher low? Possibly, right? So I haven't looked at this one for a while. Did not consolidate up here and make a move upward. Did not. Did not. So let's redraw this out. Let's see. You got this. Hold on, hold on. Let's get rid of all this. Let's start over. Let's start over. There we go. There we go. Ran to that resistance there, right? Let's make the line thicker so it looks better on my drawing. The thicker you make the line, the better you look, right? So if you go to 4, you could just wing those touch points, right? So if you're only on one line, you better be very precise. But does it really matter if it's that precise? In my opinion, no. So you got that, right? What else? What else? You got maybe something like that, right? Let's move this back over here like so. So this is Neo. Let's go a little bit bigger. Let's go bigger. Bigger, right? So is this too early to say? Too early to say, but is this a low? Is this a higher low? Possibly, 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 possibly. That is Neo. Light crude oil. Rose covered that one. What else? What else? Bitcoin ETFs all up today. AAP, Advanced Auto Parts, was getting oversold. Reverse candle could be closing that gap. Should we look at any doom and gloom, like future doom and gloom? Should we look at it? Should we look at it? Let's see. Unemployment rate, April, 5.3%. So flat from February, March, and April. No doom and gloom there as of right now. But what I was pointing out here on the doom and gloom is that once it crosses over, it's retested the 200-week moving average every single time. So if it does retest it, whether it takes a year, 2 years, however long it takes, the 200-week moving average is at 7.5% unemployment rate for California. Civilian unemployment rate is lower, but similar thoughts would retest the 200-week moving average. If it flipped over the trending dots, it has. When, we don't know. Let's see. Did they update that? When is that? April. Yeah, so they did update that finally for April. Housing, pointing out overall housing on the monthly chart, right? Keep doing that. Gotta get off that. Gotta get on the cursor. A little bit of doom and gloom over here as a potential, right? I was just basically took this fractal from 2008. It was the first time it made a lower high, right? So the first time it made a lower high, but it is spiking back up in April. It did spike back up. Very similar to over here, right? So will it come back down? We don't know. Maybe it just makes new all-time highs. But it was the first time it did not make a higher high and higher lows all the way up for many, many, many years, over a decade, higher highs, higher lows all the way up. I'm pointing out it is the first time it didn't do that, similar to 2008, and then breaks down from the trend line. If it does break down from that trend line, then we could see home prices come back down. It's good for home buyers. It's good to get a little bit of a reset. And what I'm saying that it's not going to crash back down to zero, right? That's not what I'm saying. But it is possible to retest the 200-week moving average. And then I put out a trajectory of the possible. There's a lot of speculation on the housing market, right? But it is possible the 200-week moving average gets retested. And maybe by then it would be 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, 5 year, 6 year, whatever. However long it takes, it doesn't matter. But come back down and then find support at the 200-week moving average. Maybe we get another run after that. So that's about it on the doom and gloom. Let's see. Hood monthly chart has another pending buy signal, FYI, if you're into that sort of thing. Daily chart is bullish. Weekly chart is ultra bullish. Monthly chart flipped bullish, right? Eyeball tested the targets. Injective. Let's get on the daily chart. Let's see what else. Ooh, we're at 57 minutes. Probably gonna call it. Regarding the best trader in history, it should be Jeff Bezos' wife. Look when she married him. Yeah, guess so. PayPal monthly trading dots flip green plus monthly 7 structure. I mean, trending up, right? The monthly trending up. So positive signs. Do I wait for the monthly to flip bullish, G-Rod? No, I don't, right? Is it another milestone? Is it another positive check mark? Definitely. What else? Did just cover the miners already? Yes, briefly, Jared. Briefly. Johnny C, nice one. Which one, Johnny C? Longtime market sniper over here. Let me know which one, nice one, if you want me to cover anything. Let's see. Was it Hood? Can you check Rose? Yeah, I briefly covered that one. I briefly covered it. Wasn't really much to report other than looks similar to other altcoins. But yeah, I did cover Rose. You have to circle back to Rose. I don't know when. I don't have the timestamps on here. Sorry, I don't have time for that. I don't have time to put on timestamps. I'm not a YouTuber. Yes, we do the live stream on YouTube. Yes, we do the live stream on Twitter X app, but I don't consider myself a YouTuber. And I don't have time for that. Sorry. Let's see. Do you use leverage when you trade? Ooh, that's a personal question, David. Yeah, I do. I would say I would not use leverage until you're ready. I would say experts only. I was trading. 90% of my trades were Bitcoin with 10x leverage in 2021. 2022, I was shorting Ethereum with 10x leverage. And then I was kind of forced into futures, which is also leverage, right? Because KuCoin, all these exchanges were getting was not available any longer for me, being that I'm in the US. So I wasn't able to do that leverage. First, KuCoin moved it down to 5x leverage. And then I was kind of forced into futures in early 2023. But hey, futures is fine because I can trade a lot of different type of futures, including Ethereum and Bitcoin, right? So I wasn't planning to do leverage with the other altcoins. Any other altcoins, I'm just doing spot, right? Just doing spot. They're wild animals already anyway. So I would say if you consider yourself a pro or expert, then leverage. But if not, if you have any doubts whatsoever, I would not be trading leverage. What I always say, leverage is a great equalizer, right? If you have a smaller account, it's the great equalizer. It's also the great destroyer, right? So that's what I always say. It's a great equalizer because you can leverage a small account or not risk as much of your overall total trading account. But it's also the great destroyer. You miss a couple times on 10x leverage, and your account is going to look terrible. right? So, yep. Don't worry, I'll look for it. Cool. Yep. Daryl. All right. With that, we're right at 1 hour. I don't feel like putting my hat on and flipping it backwards, so we're gonna call it right now. Plus, I'm getting tired. I'm getting tired. So with that, thank you for all of your support. I appreciate all of you. Make sure to come over here and this better be more than 5 likes. I might cancel tomorrow's live stream if we don't have more than 5 likes. Let's refresh it. Let's not jump the gun. 15 likes. Oh, that's terrible. 15 likes on 750 views. Come on. Help me, help you, help me. Smash the like button. Where is it? Smash the like button. Smash the like button. Smash the subscribe button. Or if you want to get really obnoxious, right? Smash that subscribe button. Smash it. Repost button. Whatever. With all of that. Thanks, Shooter, by the way. Thank you for all of your support. I appreciate all of you. With that, hope you have a good rest of your day, and we will see you tomorrow. Smash that like button. Just smash it. Do whatever you need to do, but smash it hard. Let's go. Adios.